started. Please silence cell phones, pagers, emergency exits on the right and the left.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise and join the board in the pledge. Hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and join the board in a moment of silence as we honor our first responders and our veterans. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll entertain a motion for approval of bills and payroll. Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Rivera.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Resolved to approve the minutes of the meetings of the Board of Trustees from January 4th, January 11th, and January 18th, 2023.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by deputy mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to approve a request by Stefania Catering to renew a permit to operate a catering truck in the village of Mineola along specific routes Mondays through Fridays.
Okay, this is an annual request for our catering truck that goes to the industrial areas of the village, and all paperwork has been submitted, and
Correct.
it is attached to the email. Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori, seconded by Trustee Clark. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to approve a request from the Birchwood Court Owners, Inc. for the use of the Village Hall Community Center Auditorium to hold an informational meeting on Tuesday, April 18th, 2023, from 6:30 PM to 8:30 PM, and and for their annual shareholder meeting on Thursday, June 8th, 2023, from 6:30 PM to 8:30 PM.
Okay, this is Birchwood Court, has 444 units. Obviously, it's difficult for them to have their annual shareholders meeting at their facility, so this has been an annual request to ask to use our community center for that purpose, and we've never had any issues in the past, so we will continue to honor that request with a motion by? Motion by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to approve a request by the Mineola Leisure Club for the use of the Community Center Auditorium and a general purpose room on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. from September 12th, 2023 to June 6th, 2024.
Wow, they're really getting ahead of themselves.
Yeah,
They're planning ahead.
You know,
I was like, why are they putting this request in now? But
they're trying to
okay.
reserve their spot.
Okay, I got it. You know what, Mr. Caniglia, you're on top of it. Very good. We're glad to have our seniors back full-time, rocking and rolling on Tuesdays. So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to approve a request by the St. James Restaurant and the Chamber of Commerce to hold a St. Patrick's Day Parade block party on Sunday, March 5th, 2023, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on 2nd Street between Mineola Boulevard and Main Street.
Okay, so as we announced at the last meeting, the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade is on Sunday, March 5th. Last year, the St. James, on a trial basis, closed off part of 2nd Street, and I believe, and it was a huge success, and they are looking to do the same thing. Do you know, Mr. Rivera, if they are going to contact the PD, or will we contact the PD?
Well, I'm letting them know to make sure that they did, and we will also let them know with a copy of the plans that are approved.
Okay, we're gonna.
I'm going to forward that to Sergeant Johnson at the precinct, as well as make sure that they inform them as well.
Okay, excellent, very good. Can't believe we're talking about this already, but it's less than a month away, about a month away. A month away, excellent.
Spring is
And,
around the
yeah,
corner.
spring is around the corner. I'll entertain a motion. Motion by trustee Clark. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Resolved to approve election inspectors and poll workers for the village election on Tuesday, March 21st, 2023.
Okay, and again, this is our annual village election right here at Village Hall. Everyone votes at Village Hall, and the hours remain the same. I'll entertain a motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Reedy.
Evening, Mayor, members of the board, Mr. Gibbons.
Good evening.
I have one item for you this evening, and that's a request for a resolution to authorize the engineering services proposal for the PFAS treatment at well number 6. Vendor is our village engineers, D&B Engineers and Architects, PC. Total cost is $660,000. Funding source would be the 2022-2023 water fund budget and/or the water fund unreserved fund balance. Enclosed in your packets tonight is the full explanation from our engineers and scope of what that work will be. We spent a lot of time on that getting to this point. We've also, as the board is aware, filed with the EFC a grant, and I think we were one of 3 on Long Island that got the grant for this work, and it's a $5 million grant that we already have. So the estimated cost is probably about $8.35 million. What we will do is obviously construct a new building for the GACs necessary for the PFAS removal, but in anticipation and looking at some of the sampling, we will also include what we need to do should we need to put an AOP reactor onto that site as well for the 1,4-dioxane. So we're keeping an eye on that, and we will use this to plan for the future and have that ready as well if and when that comes about. So
this engineering includes the engineering and preparation for the AOP?
what it will do is give us all that we need to then engineer that, because there's certain piping work that'll have to be done that'll be bulkheaded off. So everything will be extended out of the GAC building. We can't design yet on for 1,4-dioxane using an AOP because we have to go through a whole sampling and testing and pilot study program to do that.
And we're not there yet at
Correct.
well 6, but we're just
Correct.
anticipating if we do get there.
Yeah,
that
we
we're
are,
ready.
we are getting pickups of 1,4-dioxane there, well below where they should, where an MCL is, but
Right.
it's there, so we want to plan for the future just to be ready, should that be necessary.
And where will this physically be?
This will be
Between
to the east of the Well 6 building, where the property kind of tails off. We are going to have to do some grading work there. We do have a drainage line that extends from Bruce Terrace under there into the bifurcated recharge basin that we constructed years ago. So we'll have to do that work as well to move that pipe, because the grading does tail off so much, so we'll have to fill that and then build foundation. Again, we have time. It's not like well 7. We will do like at well 4. We will sink
Sink it.
it 10 feet into the ground. So the building height will be comparable, a little larger than the well 6 building
Right.
height-wise, but we've taken all the steps also because we're going to match the same architectural plan as the admin building on the site. It also calls for, well 6 building is one of our older buildings, calls for repointing of that, as well as a new roof. They have a flat roof on there that's failing, and we'll do a similar hip roof style, so all the buildings will match there and fall in line with the architectural design of the capes in the area.
Right, excellent, very good. And that's gonna be on the very, very eastern border of the village,
Correct.
basically at the old Motor Parkway.
Correct.
The border between
Right.
Mineola and Carl Place.
Yeah, and we've already done a lot of the preliminary work with, state historical and all that, so all that we're good with already.
Okay.
So, because all of that was part of our admin building stuff, so we know where we are with SHPO and things like that, so it'll be probably, another type 2 action in SEQA, and we'll get this thing going.
Okay. Oh, very good. Entertain
John,
a
you want to
motion?
approve that now?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get ahead of ourselves.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori, seconded by Trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Mr. Gibbons?
No report, Mayor.
No report, okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be out in 10 minutes for our public hearing. I'll entertain a motion to close the work session.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Clark. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll be out in 10 minutes for the public meeting.